Hey everyone, so you're thinking about becoming a tram driver, huh? Well, buckle up. We've got a whole stack of materials here just for you, from career guides to some really cool job hunting tech.
It's amazing what resources are out there.
Yeah, and today we're going to dig into all of it, uncover those hidden gems, and get you on track for that tram driver's seat.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right info for you.
Right. So first up, let's talk about RoleCatcher's career guide, Tram Driver. They really did their homework. But I gotta ask, what's a typical day actually like for a tram driver? It's got to be more than just, driving in a loop all day, right?
You're totally right. The guide actually emphasizes that, saying steering the tram is just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Think of it this way. You're responsible for the entire tram operation, making sure it runs smoothly and, most importantly, safely.
Passenger safety is a huge deal, for sure.
Absolutely. And it's not just about reacting if something happens. It's about preventing it in the first place. Clear announcements, keeping a watchful eye on passengers, knowing what to do in an emergency. It's all part of the job.
Wow, I hadn't even considered all of that.
And don't forget about the fare collection, providing passenger info, even doing those basic checks on the tram's condition.
Right, it's way more customer-focused than I initially imagined.
Exactly. You're not just a driver, you're kind of an ambassador for the whole tram system.
That's a great way to put it. You really are the face of public transit for all those passengers. Your attitude, your helpfulness, it can totally shape their whole experience.
It's true. It's a really interesting blend of, like you said, customer service and, of course, being a skilled and responsible driver.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the realities of the job, the good and the, well, maybe not so glamorous. The career guide doesn't shy away from that. We're talking pros and cons here.
And I think that's so important for anyone considering this career path. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of driving a tram, but reality check is always a good thing.
For sure. On the plus side, the guide mentions a regular schedule, which is a huge perk for work-life balance. And let's be real, you're out there making a difference, keeping public transportation moving, and that job stability. Public transit isn't going anywhere.
You're absolutely right. Those are some major advantages. And it's a but the guide also gets real about the downsides.
Yeah, like the potential for some pretty stressful situations.
Exactly.
I mean, dealing with the public all day. Let's just say I've been on some interesting public transit rides myself. Difficult passengers are bound to be part of the equation.
Definitely. So anyone listening who's thinking about this, ask yourself, how do you handle pressure? How patient are you? Asterisk. Really, asterisk. And then there's the shift work aspect, which the guide mentions is pretty common in this field. Early mornings, late nights, weekends. It's not always a 9 to 5 gig.
It sounds like self-awareness is key here, knowing your strengths and weaknesses to see if this career really fits your personality and lifestyle.
100%. It's about finding the right fit. And I don't want to paint a negative picture here because the guide does a great job of presenting both sides. It's really about giving you, the listener, the full picture so you can make the best decision for asterisk you asterisk.
It's funny, we don't always think about it, but technology plays a huge role in a tram driver's job these days, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just about driving skills anymore. It's about being tech savvy, too.
Right. Like the career guide talks about all these cool advancements, GPS for routes and schedules. Okay, that makes sense. But then they get into automated fare collection and real-time passenger info systems.
It's incredible how much tech is integrated into modern trams.
It's mind-blowing.
And it really changes the game for tram drivers. Now, you need to be comfortable with digital interfaces, troubleshooting those tech hiccups, maybe even helping passengers navigate those real-time info screens. It's a whole new ballgame.
It's like stepping into a spaceship cockpit compared to those old trams you see in movies.
Exactly. And that's why the guide emphasizes continuous learning. The tech is always evolving, so staying updated is key.
So you're always learning on the job, staying ahead of the curve.
Precisely. It's not just about knowing how to drive the tram. It's about being adaptable and keeping up with the latest tech, safety protocols, all of it. That's how you become a truly top-notch tram driver.
It's clear that being a tram driver today requires a whole range of skills, not just driving.
Absolutely. And speaking of skills, the guide stresses the importance of customer service. Remember, for the passengers, you asterisk or asterisk the tram system. So friendliness, clear communication, even knowing how to handle those tricky customer service moments, those are all essential.
It's like you want to make their ride as smooth as possible, right? A friendly face can make all the difference, especially for those grumpy commuters or lost tourists.
Absolutely. A positive attitude goes a long way. And another thing the guide emphasizes is attention to detail, following safety procedures, making sure the tram is in tip-top shape.
Yeah, those details are crucial for keeping everyone safe.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you've got the skills. You ace those customer interactions, and you're feeling confident. What's next? Can you climb that career ladder?
You're thinking ahead. And yes, the career guide actually lays out some typical career progressions. It's not a dead-end job at all. You can start as a driver and move up to some pretty impressive positions.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What kind of advancements are we talking about?
Well, picture this. You've got a few years of experience under your belt. You've proven yourself as a reliable and skilled driver. Then you start moving into supervisory roles, maybe managing a team of drivers, training new recruits, making sure everyone's up to date on safety procedures.
Wow, so real leadership opportunities down the line.
Exactly. And for those with ambition, it doesn't stop there. The guide even talks about moving into operational roles, like having a say in planning routes, optimizing schedules. You could even shape the future of the entire tram service.
Now that's what I call career progression, from driving a tram to actually shaping how the whole system works.
It's really amazing how diverse this career path can be. There's so much potential for growth and making a real impact.
So let's say someone listening is thinking, all right, I'm in. Where do I even begin? What practical advice does the career guide offer to kickstart a tram driving career?
Well, they really stress the importance of hands-on experience.
Right, you can't just like ace a theory test and suddenly be ready to handle a tram full of people,
Yeah.
especially during rush hour.
Exactly. Experience is key. That's why the guide recommends looking for entry-level positions, even if it's not your dream job right away.
So think of it as like paying your dues, building a foundation.
Exactly. Maybe you start as a tram conductor or even in customer service at a tram depot. It's all valuable experience that'll help you move up.
It shows you're serious about it. You're willing to start from the ground up.
Absolutely. And while you're at it, network. The career guide mentions professional associations, groups for people in public transportation. They say those are gold mines for meeting people, making connections.
It's true. Sometimes it really is about who you know.
For sure. Networking can open doors to job openings you wouldn't find otherwise. Plus, you get to chat with people in the field, pick their brains, get the inside scoop.
It's like getting a sneak peek behind the curtain.
Exactly. Oh, and speaking of preparation, the guide has a whole section on interview skills, specifically for tram drivers.
Nice. So they really walk you through every step of the way.
They really do. They cover everything from those tricky hypothetical passenger situations to staying calm under pressure, showing them, your safety procedures inside and out. Preparation is key to acing that interview.
I love that. Okay, so we've covered a ton about actually being a tram driver, but remember that other material you sent over about RoleCatcher itself? They're not just about tram careers, are they?
No, not at all. They've got this whole job search platform that's seriously impressive.
Yeah, it's like having a secret weapon for your job hunt.
Totally. They have AI that helps tailor your CV, tools to practice your interview skills, and even a massive database of potential employers.
It's like they've thought of everything to give you an edge.
Right, and that's so important these days, no matter what job you're going for, but especially in a field like this where attention to detail is so crucial. Using every tool at your disposal, showing them your tech savvy, it makes a difference.
It shows you're serious, you're going the extra mile. Well, there you have it. We've gone full speed ahead on this deep dive into the world of tram driving, the ins and outs of the job, how to get started, even how to stand out in the job market.
And hopefully we've given you, the listener, a clearer picture of what it takes to succeed in this field, whether it's mastering those technical skills or acing that interview.
We've covered it all, from practical advice to some really cool resources that can help you on your journey. Now it's up to you to take the reins and steer those tram driving dreams towards reality.
Keep learning, keep exploring, and remember, with the right preparation and a little bit of grit, you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
And hey, maybe we'll see you on the tram someday. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.